What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, The Reunion, Part 3. We're almost done, you guys. Thank you, Jesus, that the reunion is wrapping up next week. And then I know next Sunday is going to be Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion Part 4, Salt Lake City, Portia's Family Matters. I'm still on the fence about Portia's Family Matters. We'll play it by ear once we get to next Sunday. Also, before we get into review, Karen has, shout out to Tracy, my subscriber, who's DM'd me on Instagram about Karen's new series that's actually wrapped up and looks like it's in they're in post-production because Karen they're filming green screens for Karen right now. So Karen has a show that's coming, and I've heard that her show will premiere after Portia's show wraps up. So are you guys gonna be watching it? I might watch it just to see what it's giving. I'm not gonna guarantee you guys a review, but I can tell you guys I probably will be watching it, right? So before we get into review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, I'm gonna need you guys to do me a big, huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn your notifications on, share the video. And with that out the way, you guys, let's get into the Potomac reunion. I'll tell you guys that my notes are very, very short because we're stretching this. At this point, we're stretching the reunion now because we ain't got much to talk about. But let's move on. All right, you guys. So the reunion, we started up and we pick up where we last left off. You guys remember in part 2 of the reunion, Wendy dropped the bomb that Gizelle had a tummy tuck, right? And that didn't keep Jamal. So Saturn's Rings is saying that, well, I didn't get a tummy tuck for a man. Like, I had 2 twins. And I'm like, listen to what you just said. You didn't get a tummy tuck for a man. You got a tummy tuck because you had kids. Hasn't that been the same argument that Wendy has said all season? The reason that she got her boobs done is because she breastfed 3 children. So then you come up with the thing that, maybe Wendy got her body done to keep Eddie. Like, you don't hear the contradiction. You literally don't hear that contradiction. That you said that this woman potentially got her body done because her husband was allegedly cheating on her. But when she throws up the fact that your ex-husband cheated on you and you got a tummy tuck to keep him, that's not what happened. So you don't hear the hypocrisy in that. You don't hear the double standard in that. You don't hear the contradiction. You don't hear any of that? Okay, go off. So then a fan asked a question of Wendy, asking why did Wendy go so, back when they were in Williamsburg, right? Why did Wendy go so hard at Robin and Gizelle instead of Ashley, who brought the rumor to her? I mean, I guess it is a good question, right? But I guess to answer that question, now see, I'm trying to think, right? Because that is a good question. Why didn't she go at Ashley? But the thing is, Ashley would not have known about, Ashley probably would have known about it, but Ashley wouldn't have really brought it to light if it wasn't for Gizelle. Now, I'm going to be like, why did she come at, now, I will be like, okay, she should have went at Gizelle and she should have went at Ashley, not Robin. But I think at that point, that girl, I think she was just seeing red, basically. And when Robin asked her about it, she was just like, oh, you want to pretend like you don't know about it, but I bet you your good girlfriend over there told you about it, right? So I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it was. She saw red, and she just said, anybody can get it at this point, basically, right? So then she mentions the fact that boy Robin had sent her a text message, which she said this when she was on interview, I believe it was with the Shade Room or Baller Alert or somebody, right? She did mention that Robin is the one that told her about the Eddie rumor. And she was like, what kind of lawyer is Eddie? All about the tea. It's not a credible source that they should sue her, basically, right? So Wendy then pulled out that big ass poster where I was like, oh my God, I am done. I'm dead. So another question was asked of Gizelle. Why didn't you just go to Wendy from the jump, right? Why not go to her? She says, well, when we got to Williamsburg, she was already very defensive. I mean, you guys called her loose and said she had no substance. What do you guys expect from this woman? If you sit here and tell somebody, oh, I think, you're a little bit looser than what you were last year and you have no substance, how do you expect for somebody to react to that, educated or not educated? How do you expect a person to react to that comment? That is not a compliment. That is a dig. So I don't know what they were expecting. But you could have let the situation die down, or you could have said or you could have did what you could have done in that situation. Instead of sending Hey Arnold Stewie's big head ass over there to talk to her, you could have just said, you know what? Thank you, Ashley. I'm gonna go talk to her. Would that have worked better? Okay, so we're gonna move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, we talk about Boy Robin. So I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, because even right here in my notes, I was half asleep. I was half asleep. So I want to listen to shit she was saying. I know they were talking to her about her depression. She said that I guess it's manageable, but if it gets bad, she'll get help. That's a problem. I just think that that's a problem. Even if I don't care for Robin that much, if you know that you have depression, right? Well, I guess I'm preaching to the choir because I know I have it. And I guess I'm preaching to the choir because I haven't really done much about mine either. So who am I to judge? So Robin, you do you, right? That's all I got to say, because I need to do me too. So then, she said that, Juan felt bad that he couldn't help her. That's not what I got from, the show. I didn't think that Juan felt bad at all, but okay. If you say he felt bad, that's cool. So then they ask her about when does she and Juan plan on getting married. She says she hopes sometime next year. Yeah, if you guys plan on getting married next year, that's fine. We just don't want to be there. Period. We don't want it to be a storyline. We don't want to see you. We just don't want it whatsoever. Girl, yeah. Andy, at this point, let's just, demote Robin, right? Boy Robin, let's just demote her. Let's make her a friend of the show. Let's make Hey Arnold Stewie a friend of the show. Let's get a new housewife in the mix, and let's upgrade the scholar to a full-time. There we go. Because I don't want to see a storyline from Boy Robin next season. I just don't want to see. I don't care what kind of storyline she can get. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. She did talk about her hats. I know she was talking about her hats. Her hats, she paid off her taxes with that. She put down a down payment for her house. She said she couldn't put her hats in the store because of the price margin. I don't know what that meant, but hey, girl, go on. Go away from me with this. Like, literally. I don't want to see her on television. I don't want to see her next season. Love you, bestie. You guys know my best friend loves Robin. Love you, bestie, but your girl gotta go. Your girl has got to go. Bye-bye. Let's move on, you guys. I don't even know how to stretch that shit out because one much too. Oh my God, you guys. Erica is a trip. Her video that's about to premiere, her title says Fire Robin, Karen, and Stewie. Child, I love Erica. So we have the men. They're joining us on stage, right? Chris Bassett came out with a drink. I'm like, hell, no shock there. And it's no shock there that Juan and Michael are not at the reunion. And, Andy says that Michael has reunion-itis, right? And Hey Arnold Stewart, she's like, oh no, Michael, he got sick. Girl, who cares? We don't care. Now, while they talking, Dorothy calls on the phone. So Andy goes and talks to Dorothy. He asks her, about the video shoot. And she says that the ladies were asking her questions, which that is true. They were asking you questions. But if you had respect for your daughter and your son-in-law, you would have said, you know what? That's not this conversation. We're here right now to support my daughter with her video, right? That's what you could have said and done, but you did not do that. Did I miss a part of the reunion? I think before the husbands came out, that's when Andy went backstage to talk to Nikki, told Nikki she can ask whatever questions she wants to ask. She doesn't have to be impartial or anything towards towards the ladies. Got that out the way. So he asked Dorothy, has she apologized to Chris? Dorothy doesn't feel that she owes Chris an apology. Dorothy is so similar to Mama Joyce, right? And, you know, I like Chris and I like Todd, right? I like both of those men. I think they're great for their wives. But their mother-in-laws are mother-in-laws from hell, right? Like, and it's, you know, it's literally the same. Dot. And see, the interesting thing with Dot is Dot has money. So I don't know why Dot is so focused on Chris. You know, I don't know why she's focused on the money from Chris, because Chris won't get anything from you. Chris won't take anything from you. We know why Mama Joyce feels the way she feels about Todd. Mama Joyce, she lies and says she's not worried about the money. Mama Joyce is worried about the money when it comes to Candy. But Dorothy doesn't feel that she owes Chris an apology, which you 100% owe that man an apology, right? So then we talk about G, right? We discuss which G we get in the night. He don't know the difference between either one of them. So then a viewer asked the question of, hey, Arnold Stewie, right? About the fact that, you know, you talk about G, but your husband is no better or worse than G, right? And she's like, oh, my husband has never, you know, been overtly sexual with anyone. Let me put this shit down. Because I'm going to talk to this big head ass woman. Girl, you are a fucking liar. Your husband has never been overtly sexual with anybody? Okay. So we're going to go down the line of everything. You know what, Ashley, you're right. Your husband has never been overtly sexual. You're right. He's never been overtly sexual. He's been completely sexual. He's handsy. He's grabbing. He grabs boochie cats. He grabs boochie cats for fun. So yeah, your husband has never been overtly sexual. That motherfucker has just been pure sexual. He's a sexual predator, a sexual deviant. I spit, my bad, you guys. She pissed me off in that scene, like he's never been overtly sexual. He said he would suck Juan's dick. Did he really say that? Did he really say that? Robin said, and I'm calling her by her name for once. Robin said yes. Giselle, you in that lopsided ass wig that you need to pull back, get a scalp, and do something else with it. You in that fucked up lopsided ass wig. You're defending Michael. Oh God. How can you? That's my issue with when it comes to Potomac. That is my true issue with Potomac. Michael Darby. Y'all are defending this man. This man has sexually assaulted people. He's grabbed cameraman's ass. He's grabbed producer's ass. He grabbed Andrew's ass. But y'all are okay with that. Now let G had grabbed Karen's ass or any but woman's ass on this cast. Y'all would be infuriated if G had grabbed a woman's ass. But because it's a man, y'all don't give a fuck about it. If it was a woman, y'all would be like, oh no, G's got to go. And then the fact that G is black. If G had grabbed Karen in any inappropriate way, even if it was playful, if G had grabbed her, I can guarantee you, G nor Mia would have been at this damn reunion. Like G would have been, they would have been like, oh no, we can't have that. But y'all got this creep, this hobbit, this troll on this show, even after he's violated more than one persons. He's violated more than one person on this show, but y'all allow him to continue to film on this show around black people. Got an issue with that bullshit. I have a issue with that. I have a issue with that. It grinds my gears. That grinds my gears. It really does, because I'm a victim of sexual assault, and that just grinds my gears to just see that shit and hear it, that y'all justify this man, the white privilege of it all. All right, I'm gonna move on. They asked Boy Robin why didn't Juan come on the trip. One listening to it, so I know she was talking about him, you know, with basketball. Now I do know that when it comes to basketball, that kind of is like a year-round thing, because they start They start around this time of the, going toward the end of the year, and then they start, and then, March, y'all know March Madness and all that stuff. So it can be a lengthy, and especially when they filmed this year, they probably were, because I know Robin said, Robin, I know she said that they went to Williamsburg in March, so that was March Madness. So if if his school that he coaches at was in March Madness, he probably couldn't come. So I don't feel no type of way about it, and I don't really give a fuck, to be quite honest with you guys. Chris tells them that basically he's Candace's secretary. He says Dot don't know shit about his finances, which I wouldn't imagine she would either. And then the episode ends where we get Nicki Minaj. She comes out on stage. I'm here, bitches. I guess that was supposed to be funny. Okay. Love you, Nicki. But I have issues with Nicki too. I'm a big fan of Nicki Minaj, but I have issues with Nicki at this point because of who she chose to. I don't have an issue with who you chose to marry. I just have issues with you defending him. The same way I have an issue with Ashley and her husband, I have an issue with Nicki and her husband. So she starts right off. She asks Ashley if you and your breast milk came down to Williamsburg because you didn't have a storyline. When I tell y'all, I hollered, because that shit was funny to me. All right, you guys, that's the review. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell button so you guys are notified. And when I drop anything else, share the video and into the next one. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance. Be blessed, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one, you guys. Got 2 more videos to do, and we're done.